Oh, hey. Live. Okay. So, I love Facebook and the memories that they show. Oh my God, the memories have me cracking up, right? Especially like showing my baby, right? Okay, so I have to tell y'all who don't know my pregnancy story. Y'all about to crack up. Okay. So, I found out I was pregnant with Kamy. She was I was 40, okay? And when I went to the doctor, I didn't know what was going on with me. And they were like, "You're pregnant." I was like, "You're lying, right?" And the doctor said, I was like, "Well, can you do like a blood test or something?" Because, they did the regular urine, right? So I was like, "Yeah, okay. Can you do a blood test or something?" And the nurse was like, "Just a minute." And they were like, "Can you come back here with me?" Hey, Charlotte. Hey, Maria. And hey, Sam. And so they brought me back to the room. They had me lay down on the table. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm scared of needles and drawing blood. But I don't really need to lay down to, take a blood test. And the lady was like, "Just raise up your shirt." They put the jelly on my shirt. And then they put the machine on. And it was like, "Yeah, you're pregnant." And yeah, there's the baby. Yawning. So I was like, okay, I'm really pregnant, right? So I'm sitting in my garage just trying to think it through, because I'm like, I'm 40. Like 40. You just don't expect to be pregnant at 40, right? So I'm going through some things. I'm like, oh my God, I wasn't married, just going through, right? So fast forward. Okay, this is August, right? And my due date, hey, my due date is, what's my due date? It was February something, okay? So I'm still in denial. So I'm just like, just cannot be right. I'm still trying to digest it. I'm still trying to accept that I'm pregnant. So finally, of course, I start the show and all this stuff. And we're about to go into the holidays, right? So my older kids are going to go, one with his dad, my ex-husband, and the other is going to, where was she going? To see my dad, her grandfather? I don't know. Anyway, the kids were going, and they were going to be back like the week of Christmas. They were on Christmas break. Hey, cousin, happy anniversary. They were going to be back the week of Christmas. So they went, so I could have a little break, which was cool. So I'm at home by myself enjoying, like, relaxing. You know how it is when the kids are gone. And I had this crazy pain, like crazy pain. So it was, I think, prayer night. And we were having prayer at my pastor's house, who was 2 doors down. So I said, well, me, I never like to go to the hospital. My husband will tell you that right now. I'm like, no. He's like, "You need to go to the hospital." I'm like, no. So I'm loving this cat thing. This cat thing is hilarious. Y'all know I've been playing in makeup already. So then I saw the cat thing. I was like, this is so cute. So, hey, if you are watching me for the first time, just say hi and where you from. And if you are catching this on the replay, just say replay so we can chat later. So anyway, I was like, well, the least I could do is go get some prayer, because I know the church is over at my pastor's house doing prayer. So I was like, I walked over to my pastor's house in pain, right? So I get there, and my one of my church members says, "You look really pale." Okay, now my church at that time was predominantly, hey Tom Marie, was predominantly Caucasian. Okay, so for a white girl to tell me I look pale, I must really look pale. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, how do I look pale? I got the most color in this whole room. And so I said, well, let me just go to the bathroom. I'm thinking I splashed a little water on my face, So I go to the bathroom, and like the pain is crazy, and I really am pale, like pale. So when I get to the bathroom, somebody knocks on the door, and they said, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll be right out." And it took me a long time. So I came out, and I guess I was like red by then. So they were like, what's going on? I said, I think I need to go lay down. And then I just start like wrenching in pain, like screaming, like, right? And they were like, I think you should go to the hospital. So, hey, Melinda. So I was like, okay, take me to the hospital. So we just got this brand new hospital in our town in Santan Valley. I was living in Arizona. And so we go to the hospital in Santan, and we get there, and I'm in so much pain. They're asking me all this stuff, and so I can't answer because I'm just in pain. Like, I don't even want to talk to you. Like, I might curse is my response because I'm in pain. I don't have time to tell you what kind of insurance I have, who you need to call, how far along I am. Like, y'all better do some research or some fingerprints, eye scan. All I know is I'm in pain, and you need to do something about it right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like that kind of pain. Like, I don't have time to discuss what my name is. Pain. Level 10. Like, what you need to know, right? So, I'm still waiting for them to give me some pain. So then the doctor comes, and oh my gosh, she's so sweet and she's so calm. And she holds my hand and she says, we're going to give you something to advance the baby's lungs because I believe you're going to have this baby. But we are not a level 3 trauma hospital. So we don't want you to be separated from the baby. So we're going to fly you while you're still pregnant to the hospital that can take your baby. Otherwise, I would have birthed the baby there and flew. Now, keep in mind, I found out I was pregnant in August, okay? I had a baby shower and nobody came. Shame on y'all. And so I had nothing because the baby's not due till February. And it is like the week before Christmas. So we were early. So I'm just like panicking mode. So they call baby daddy and they're like, you know, it's a life or death situation. And so finally they're giving me something for pain. And it's just working gradually. Okay. So I'm just like still trying to digest everything because, you know, I'm still trying to accept that I'm pregnant. So finally, these people came in uniform. I mean, like Air Force pilot helmet, like the football helmet, full thing with the face mask and the, you know, with the microphone, you know, came. And they're like, let's go. Like they're in a rush. Like they're like code red, right? So they're wheeling me. It's almost like they're running through the hallway halls and taking me to, I don't know if they took me to the roof or to the backyard driveway. I don't know. Now the medicine is really kicking in. So this lady says to me, I'm going to be your nurse on the fly, blah, 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 right? So now my pain's not that bad anymore. And it's like cool, you know, so we're getting an airplane. Now keep in mind, helicopter. I'm in Arizona. So that's key, Arizona, okay, desert, right? And so we get on a helicopter. Now, I'm thinking my son loves the Air Force. His dad was in the Air Force. My dad was in the Air Force. This would be kind of cool, you know. Maybe I can get some selfies, right? Who knew? So I'm like, can I get a picture? And trying to get a picture of the view. I'm trying to get a picture with the crew. Now, the medicine is kicked in, right? Just with the pain, but it's not really, I'm not high yet. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not high. So, we're flying and all of a sudden I hear beeps and phone calls and radio calls and they communicating with each other. And I'm like, okay, nobody's telling me nothing. So apparently there's a helicopter malfunction and they need to land and get another helicopter. Okay, so I might have this part a little mixed up. So what happened first was I start screaming. And I'm thinking if, you know, we need emergency landing, that they're going to be, do you see that movie Deep Blue Sea? Okay, when LL Cool J was the cook, right? Well, I thought that they were going to have me on a bed, cot, floating with a rope hanging from the helicopter over the water. So I'm screaming, no, I don't want to go over the water. We in Arizona, like it's desert, right? I'm screaming, no, I don't want to go over the water because I'm thinking the sharks, from, like, for real, helicopter, emergency landing. I'm thinking sharks, and they got me hanging outside the air, you know, with the rope on the little emergency cot thing, and I'm over the water. I'm like, no, I don't want to go over there. I'm screaming and tripping because I'm high now, you know. So we do the emergency landing. Now, I was going from emotional, right? I feel good, then I'm all emotional and panicked, and we do the emergency landing, but then now they don't have the bed that they rolled me from the hospital when they transported me. Now, this part is going to be really funny. So when we get there to the other helicopter, we emergency land, we meet another helicopter, they don't have that bed. So they have to take the sheets and hold me by the sheets. Like, 3 people on this side, 3 people on this side, take the sheets and carry me to the next helicopter. So now, I was kind of big, right? The pregnancy photos that showed up today, that was the beginning. So I was kind of big. So they're picking me up. They're like, 1, 2, 3, go. And I'm crying, apologizing for being so fat. I'm telling them, I'm sorry I was so fat. I'm so sorry. I'm so fat. Like, this is for real. I'm about to cry. It's just funny. I'm crying, telling them, I'm sorry I'm so fat. And so they say, no, it's okay, right? And I'm crying and apologizing for being so fat. So then we get in the next helicopter and we go to the hospital. We go from Santan Valley, Arizona to Mesa, to the best hospital on earth. They have everything, and everybody comes to your room, like everybody. You won't even leave the hospital for nothing. Everything comes to your room. So anyway, so we get to the hospital, we get out, and we're rolling through one of the corridors in the hospital. Now, I don't know what happened in between. We landed, we got out, and got to the hospital, but the corridor that we're going down has all dog pictures. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's all the photos on the wall are of dogs. So now I'm screaming, no, I don't want to go to the dog hospital. Because I'm thinking, they done took me to a dog hospital and they trying to kidnap my baby. Like, this is some conspiracy now. I mean, they took me to an animal hospital. The whole wall is lined with dogs. Like 8x10 photos of dogs, right? So I'm screaming and crying. And so as soon as they get me to the room, the doctor gives me something else to help me calm down. Because, you know, I'm thinking I'm in a dog hospital. So next thing you know, I'm asleep. So now they're telling me, hey, we need to try to keep you pregnant as long as possible, right? It's crazy, right? We need to keep you pregnant as long as possible because we want to develop the baby's lungs. So they're going back and forth, checking, and, you know, my blood cells not doing what they're supposed to, and my breathing, and it was just a mess. And but they're trying to keep me pregnant as long as possible. So finally, they was like, we got to do it. Like, it's a situation where you won't die. So we got to take the baby. So they finally take the baby, and I have the baby by C-section. I think my friend Tony is the first one to see her. I didn't even get to see her because, you know, I was under. And it was beautiful. She came out, she was 3 pounds. And I got to tell you, I'm going to wrap it up with this. Kamy said the cutest thing. She said to me, it's cute because it's a little girl. I know, right? This is cute because she's my baby. Otherwise, it wouldn't be cute. She said, Mom, because she knows she's hearing this story. She said, Mom, if I was only 3 pounds, why were you so fat? Is that crazy? That's my kid. And I love her. So that was my pregnancy story in a nutshell. But I think I left out a couple parts. But can you imagine? I went from, you know, what do you call it? What's that movie with Tom Cruise and Goose or whatever? Anyway, I went from that to the dog hospital to the deep blue sea. And all this was like me pregnant. But it was the funniest thing ever. I mean, it was hilarious. Yeah, I seen somebody with this filter and I was like, I love it. Plus my eyelash was hanging a little low, so this helped me kind of camouflage that. God bless you and God love you. Bye, y'all. Nicole, you gonna come in? I'm about to end my story. Shame on you. So, but yeah, that was it. It was the hilarious, funniest pregnancy birthing story I've ever been a part of. And now I have this beautiful baby who's all grown up. But when Kamy was a baby, she was the size of a newborn, but she was like 3 months, right? So I'd be in the grocery store and I'd be holding her in my snuggly. And so people would look at her, oh, she's so cute, she got all this hair. And she would turn her head like, and be looking at them. And they'd be like, oh my gosh, she's so alert. That's because she was 3 months, not a newborn. But it would be the funniest thing because she looked like a doll. She would really catch you off guard, like, that baby is so attentive. But yeah, so that is the story. But Facebook showed me all these pictures of me pregnant and all this stuff, and it just brought back that wonderful memory of my pregnancy, which, you know, her birth and the labor and that stuff was just crazy. But yeah, that's the best story ever. I know in my storage I got my picture with my helicopter crew, and they gave me like a sports bottle and a towel or something from the helicopter company. And the story was on, what do you call that TV show? I didn't know I was pregnant or something like that. My story was on there about that, because obviously if you've just found out you're pregnant in August and you have a baby in December, yeah. Anyway, it happened to me twice. Because with Marissa, I found out I was pregnant after Thanksgiving. I came home for Thanksgiving. I went to the doctor. They were like, yeah, you're pregnant. You're having a girl. And I had her in March. So it happened to me twice. And I know why. It seemed like it's weird, but that's because I never had a regular cycle. But anyway, that's none of your business. Now we're going too much. But anyway, that was the best helicopter ride ever. Anyway, that was it, y'all. So I will talk to you later. Bye. Watch the replay, Nicole. It's crazy.